it's time for our final guest discussion. And today, Chidinma Igbokweuche is here with us. She's a writer, director, and producer. And of course, she's worked on shows like Shade Corner, Yellow Wall, and the Olive web series.
Yep, she's also here with us today, and she has a new one. It's called Moments. We'll be talking about that. But you are welcome, Chidinma. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Love what you're wearing, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Must all writers wear glasses?
Well,
It just
seems like because we're on our system a lot, so
yeah.
I think we might have damaged our eyes. But mine is hereditary.
Okay.
Everyone in my family wears glasses.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Well, it's good to have you here.
Now, tell us
Thank
about
you.
your writing journey. How long has it been since you were a child?
Yeah, actually, funny enough, since I was a child. So when I was a child, I used to read a lot. So every weekend, it was a thing in my house. You would buy a new novel for Chidinma to read. So one of the things I remember very well is that there was one day my elder sister went to go and get a novel for me at the market. And I had read all the age-appropriate books in the man's shop. And the man just said something. If you have read everything, then write your own.
Ooh.
So that was like, I think that was the first time I wrote.
Realization.
Yes. So there was an exercise book. And funny enough, the book was the souvenir for my younger sibling's birthday that I used to start writing a story, The Promise, when I was in primary 5. So, yeah, so I just started writing as a joke, like, oh, I enjoyed this thing and everything. But for school, I studied economics. Like, I went
All the way.
different-
What happened to that story, The Promise?
I honestly don't know where it is. I wish I can find it. I
Did
would
you
actually
rewrite it?
love
Do you
to.
think you can remember
I
what
can't
it was
remember
about?
the story. I just know that it's about two friends. That's the only thing I can remember. But
kids,
I can't
friends.
remember.
Well, let's talk about that journey. Inside of that journey, you have, is it created?
Created,
Yeah.
written,
like
wrote.
Yellow Wall and the Shade Corner and stuff.
The Olive.
The Olive as well. We know you have another one coming up. We'll be talking about that in a bit, maybe even playing a clip from it as well. But tell us about your creative process to putting all these things together, that writing process. You're also a producer and also a director as well.
Yeah, so I initially started my journey writing in the entertainment industry for blogs like news and everything, and then slowly I now decided that let me actually try TV, writing lifestyle and creating lifestyle projects because they are different from films.
Yeah.
So Yellow Wall and Shade Corner are like lifestyle. So there isn't much writing, but mostly producing that happens in that process. And producing is hard, especially in this country. It's very hard.
Why exactly?
It's
Explain.
hard because there's too many things that you're thinking about. There are too many factors that is working against you.
Wow, she said against you.
Yeah, I feel
Share
like
some of those challenges, please.
Nigeria.
Okay.
What about the individuals you have to work with when you're a producer or a director?
I've been lucky. I've heard horror stories, but I've been lucky. I've been lucky to have worked with amazing people. Like some of them have become my friends. Yeah, like Tamara that I used to produce her show, Yellow Wall. Like we are now really good friends. And a couple of other people that I've worked with. But I think one of the things I tried to do or I learned from my mentors was to like study people and understand that the way I associate with this person is not the way I'm going to associate with the next person, so that it makes life easier for you. Like on the project, your ego is at home. The project is the most important thing. So as a producer, no matter what is going on, the first thing on your mind is we have to finish this project. So if we are going to fight, let's fight after we have said it's a wrap. But at this moment, whatever is going on, yes, you are right, and yes, I'm sorry. But let's get this
I want to
job
work
done.
with you. I'll bring my ego. You can leave yours at
Oh,
home.
please don't.
In any case, so are you going to be taking all of these experience, or have you taken all of this experience into your current project, which is Moments? First off, tell us about Moments.
Oh, Moments. Moments is my baby. That's what I usually say. Moments is my baby. It took me a year before we actually went into production.
Okay.
So Moments is a story about life, about friendship, and about men. So when I
About
said
life, friendship, and who?
Men.
Why men? What did we do?
So the story is about 4 male friends, and it's about their journey. So these men, for me, what I usually tell people, like my pitch for the story is, forgive me, is like when we say on Twitter, men as scum,
Hell!
what are the type of men that we are having in mind that we'd rather have?
Okay.
So that was the story.
More like describing the different
Yes.
kinds
What
of men
would
and
you
their
want?
scums.
What
No,
would
no,
you
no,
want?
not them. Like the men that we are hoping for,
The
that we are
angel
having in our
that
mind.
doesn't exist, that you want, that God did not
So
create.
basically, these men...
They are
in
there,
this story-
Mazino.
They are there, funny enough, because I used my real-life friends as inspiration for the story.
Nice.
I feel like when they're going to watch this movie, they're all going to call me on phone and say, this is me, this is my story. So basically, just like men that are emotionally available, men that go to therapy, men that cry when they need to cry,
Nice.
men that learning how to fall in love, how to deal with whatever
Wow.
it is that's
On what
coming.
planet are
yeah,
they living?
exactly.
They exist in moments.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I would like to know what came to mind when you decided to put this story out.
So it was a case of I didn't want to preach. I didn't want to be like, okay, this is a bad man. He's doing bad thing. And then at the end, he now realizes what is good. And then, so I was like, let me actually show that this world can exist. Do you understand? Like, you don't need to preach. Sometimes you just need to, people need to see
Show an
somebody else
example.
doing
Different.
something. And they're like, oh, it's actually okay for me to do this. So I was like, I'm tired of like, just seeing this man cheating on his wife in the story. This man is doing this. And so I was like, there are other things that men go through. Like, I have male friends and I see them go through
Stuff.
different things. And I'm like...
You see them
people
at
are
their
not-
vulnerable moments.
Yes, people are not paying attention to these
Chidinma, you're an angel.
Well, you know what? You know,
you.
while my Mazino is basking in his, I don't know what's going on
crying.
here,
It's
let's
so
watch
emotional.
moments.
Come in, please.
Little office warming gift.
I am actually...
I must say that it's already aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
I love the faces and I love what
Yeah.
Tell us about
Tell
it.
us about it. That particular scene. What's
Okay,
going on
so
there?
this is one of my favorite scenes in this story.
Okay.
I think when I finished writing this, I was like, yeah, I'm proud of myself. So basically, the lead character, played by Michael Ejo, his name in the story is Cassie. So Cassie is the lead. Cassie is Cassie and his friend's story that we are going
Following.
to hear. So for this scene, this is Marisa. And Marisa has just started working at the office, and he feels like at this point he's still trying to understand whether he's going to start liking her or not. And he's like a G. He knows what's up. So the wine was his way of like establishing communication with her and like making her feel at ease in the office. But there's so much layers to their story that there's complication. There are lies, there is truth.
And in all of this, the guy is an angel.
No, obviously. There's nobody that's fully an angel.
But I want to say I love
Yeah.
your direction here, where you're not bashing men like you said from every other Nollywood or, production, but instead you're actually showing samples of what men could be, and by so doing, you're actually educating us how to get better. However, now when we look at that clip there, was that exactly how you envisaged it in your mind? In your mind's eye when you were putting together
When
this?
you were- when
Did
you
it
were
come out
writing.
exactly like so?
Okay, so this clip, funny enough, is the clip that we used to audition these actors. So, like, during the audition, they already did it so well that I was, like, very excited. So when we shot this scene, it was one of the easiest scenes where, like, obviously, you guys already know, we have done this scene, like, 4 times during audition, so
it was just a walk in the park when it was time
exactly.
to shoot.
And the actors, they're amazing. Like, I can't wait for people to see the people that were in this movie.
You have
had,
so much
like,
Yeah, because
faith in
I
people.
see. Yeah, because I see that you used a lot of you used a few new faces
that was
in the
very-
industry.
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
deliberate.
very, 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 very important to me.
Okay.
Because I think one of the things I wanted to do with this was to like prove a point, to like prove it's important to be very popular.
Okay.
Don't misunderstand
Okay.
me. I always say that if you're going to cinema, please use popular faces because
yeah,
you need
true.
to sell. But when it comes to series, give people the opportunity. So one of the things I tried to do was like mix it up. Like I had people like Ibrahim Suleiman, Michael Ejo, Uzama Konoha is like one of the young actors in the industry. And a
Well, we
couple
can't
of
wait to
Alright,
see this
yeah, I
series now. It's
can't.
actually very, very interesting. We want to see some more and get people
Yeah.
outside our home to actually see some more of it. But I love your direction, love everything about it, and I really want to see this.